If you're like any other student, this week is starting to make your head spin a bit. There's a lot going on, not just in school, but in our community as well. In fact, there's so much going on that here at UCSB TV, we couldn't just pick one story to share with you today. So our events anchor, Pricila Flores, is here to give you the breakdown of all that's going on in Isla Vista, Santa Barbara County, the world, and right here on our campus. Think of it as the news, but the Sparknotes version. Let's get into it. I'm Maddie Whalen, UCSB TV producer. On to you, Pricila.
Thank you, Maddie. As the winter quarter begins its slow decline and we start our transition to spring with nice weather and an infinite amount of beach days, it is so easy to be trapped in our student bubble when our only worries are our midnight deadlines and which Trader Joe's frozen dinners we are eating. But it's important to be aware of what's going on in the world around us. Before we begin, we must do the obligatory COVID-19 update. On February 14th, Chancellor Yang sent us a cute Valentine's Day message that said UCSB will continue the existing campus mask mandate. This mandate will extend through the end of the winter quarter. Continuing on, 3 Santa Barbara cities hit new heat records this past month. As we've been enjoying the warm weather during the month of February, Santa Maria, Lompoc, and the Santa Ynez Valley had record-breaking temperatures. On February 10th, Santa Maria broke a high-temperature record, topping 82 degrees for the month of February. The past record was set at 80 degrees 50 years ago. The usual average temperature for this time of year is supposed to be 64 degrees. Lompoc's record-breaking temperature peaked at 86 degrees. The previous record was set 34 years ago when the temperature hit 84 degrees. Additionally, the Santa Ynez Valley reached 82 degrees last week. While Isla Vista has not been reported breaking temperature records, we also felt the heat last week. Students walked to class or took their virtual classes from the beach and temperatures of high 70s to low 80s. This was a stark difference from previous weeks where the temperature was peaking around the mid-60s. In fact, the usual temperature for Isla Vista in the month of February is around 64 degrees. Although we still need to bundle up at night, it leaves some to wonder, is this normal? In more worldly news, on February 11th, the Biden administration officials warned Americans in Ukraine to leave immediately because they believed war between Russia and Ukraine could break out within days. The latest update as of February 16th is that Russia has announced a pullback, but Biden still warns that a Ukraine invasion could still happen. Putin, after meeting with German leadership, says that some Russian troops will return to their bases. However, analysts say that it is too early to tell whether or not this pullback is meaningful. As the Winter Olympic Games continue, controversy over the continuation of the Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva arises. Valieva, the first woman to land a quad at the Olympics at age 15, has been discovered to have 3 heart-helping substances in her system while she was competing. This medication is used to relieve chest pain and can also increase endurance. Valieva will receive no suspension for her failed drug test. This decision has raised controversy due to a contrasting decision from the last Summer Olympics. In 2021, track and field Summer Olympic participant Sha'Carri Richardson was suspended for failing a marijuana drug test. On February 14th, Sha'Carri tweeted a call out to the International Olympic Committee saying, quote, "Can we get a solid answer on the difference of her situation and mine's? My mother died and I can't run and was also favored to place top 3. The only difference I see is I'm a black young lady," end quote. Richardson's suspension led to her missing the Summer Olympics and even had President Biden call on the U.S. anti-doping agencies to relax the laws against marijuana. The International Olympic Committee responded today, Wednesday, February 16th, through International Olympic Committee spokesman Mark Adams. He said, quote, "You can't talk about double standards in relation to Russian and American athletes. Each case is individual," end quote. In UCSB news, UCSB staff member Jeff Sachowski was injured in a hit-and-run while cycling. Sachowski is a chemical engineer, PhD, and a research center manager at the UCSB Department of Physics. On February 12th, Sachowski was hit while cycling along the Pacific Coast Highway. He was hit from behind as he was riding on the shoulder of the northbound lanes of Highway 1. The driver did not stop. Sachowski sustained significant injuries to his legs, back, and arms. He was taken to the Ventura County Medical Center and remained hospitalized until February 13th. The authorities have not yet found the driver who hit Sachowski, and there is no description of the vehicle available. Sachowski's family urges the driver to come forward and any witnesses to contact CHP Officer Bowen at the number below. We wish Dr. Sachowski a fast recovery, and we hope to see him back on campus soon. That's all I have for you this week. I'm UCSB TV's Pricila Flores. Back to you, Maddie.
And there you have it. Thank you, Pricila, for keeping us up to date on our campus's COVID protocols, the weather, our country's international affairs, the controversy in the Olympics, and the terrible hit and run involving a UCSB staff member. Check out our Instagram at @AS_UCSBTV for updates on these stories as they come. That concludes this week's episode. But before we go, we have an important announcement. UCSB TV is hiring. If you're interested in joining our team next year as a sports anchor, news anchor, videographer, or editor, go to this link to submit your application. We can't wait to hear from you soon. Tune in next week for more news coming to you straight from the heart of Isla Vista. I'm Maddie Whalen, UCSB TV.